Hello, everybody. This is Jack, and let me know if you hear me well. We're getting ready for a new training. Today, actually, is a special day because we have a guest on it. We don't have that too often, so I'm really excited about that. Now, some of you might know that I do weekly meetings with Cynthia. She's really successful. Last week, she was in Hawaii. Yeah, I think so. She sent me
I say Maui.
Yeah, she sent me
Maui.
a picture, and oh my God, I said, "What I'm doing here in my office." So, what did you kind of do? You open the eyes, you show the SaaS service sheet, and you kind of agreed on less is more. So, what did you do?
So then I decided on what I was going to focus on. First thing was going to be the website because if they don't have a good website, then what's the point in marketing, right? So
Okay,
that was,
I kind of like, so I really like it. So, when the client has no good website, how do you call it? Good website.
yeah, when they
What
don't have
is
a good
the
website.
point of digital marketing? Oh,
Hmm.
okay, I really like that. I really like. Thank you. I'm going to steal that sentence.
Well,
Then,
it's the truth because then it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be bringing all sorts of people over there, but if they're not going to be compelled to contact the company, what's the point, right? Really.
yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. But I would not be able to say it that nice. So I love how you expressed it.
And then the second thing is I chose Connect Boss because 96% of people, when they first go to the website, they're not ready. And I figure I want to try to capture if somebody's going to be spending their money marketing, I want to capture as many potential leads as possible, even if they're not ready. So, I do always include a retargeting pixel on my websites, along with Connect Boss is like, number one, which I call it the instant connect tool when I'm talking to clients.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I explain that.
We call it Connect Bells, but Instant Connect is the language to your client. Instant Connect.
Yes, so that I can explain to them because what's the point in them, spending so much money if they can't capture, 96% of those people. So this is a second thing that I focus on. And then the third thing that I did not decide to focus on until after I started marketing and was seeing that sometimes they still weren't being contacted, and I realized it was for, my clients if they didn't have a good reputation. I know that you work with the Google Business Profile, but reputation, really getting them reviews and stuff, that type of stuff. That made, when I helped my client with the reputation, that like really turned things around. So that was step three. And then, of course, step four is always, no matter what, get the phone ringing. And so that's the cool part is all our different services can get the phone ringing, but the Google Ads got the phone ringing fast. Oops. It's RING. It keeps
Running.
autocorrecting to running.
Running. I'm running.
RING. Sorry, Jack, it's RING.
It's coming. Oh no. Ringing, ringing, ringing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Now.
And so that was the Google Ads, yeah. And so the cool part is if you follow this, like with all the confusion with all these things that we have coming at us all the time, if you just focus on these four things, you can get the phone ringing fast for your clients, right? And
Okay.
they love you.
Cynthia success plan. Have to give the name.
And then
I
they
love
love
it.
you. And then they trust you. So then no matter what you recommend to them is, they will say yes. So, like my first client just last week, he kept calling me in Maui because I introduced him to a new strategy that he's going to do. And he tells me, I mean, Google even calls him and he tells them to stop. They will keep wanting to give him a deal and this and that. And he keeps saying, don't bother me. Call my marketing person. She's the only one I trust. He meets SEO people all the time. He has people always like trying to market to him because he's all over, right? All over Google. And he just tells them to leave him alone. He'll never work with anybody else because he only trusts me. So if you do these 4 things, which here's a very simple, and this is the same steps that I followed, then your clients will love you and you'll see that it's going to get so much easier. And you just need one.
You mean one client, or what do you mean? One.
Yeah, you just need one client to start off with because you just follow that. And then that client will refer other people to you. They will volunteer to talk to other potential clients. Like if you need a referral, they'll, when they love you, they're willing to do that. And so, that's how I was able to get, other clients. And one of my clients then introduced me to my networking group. And then she stood up in front of the whole networking group, in front of like 35 to 40 people, and told them how fast she got results from me within 3 weeks, and what that sale meant to her. It was $6,000 within 3 weeks. And so like now, there's nothing you can do better than having other people endorse you like that. So you just need to start off with one client, because once you prove it to yourselves, it's so much easier to get the other ones, and they will refer other clients to you.
So actually, that is once you have one client, it will do more than one thing. Of course,
Mhm.
you're happy with the payment. It's not is important. You build up confidence that you can fulfill and that somebody is appreciate your work. And the third one is you can work on referrals. If the client spread the word, the new clients will come to you.
Exactly. So when we take a look at this, the list of, what's really holding us back, the first one was procrastination because of so many things like confusion, not being able to prove that it works and all of that. The fear of client fulfillment because you haven't done it before. And then what was the last one that we had?
So almost nobody had not good in client conversion. I think that would be bigger, but so that is not the point. So we have fear of
Mhm.
fulfillment, fear of speaking with potential clients, and not sure which service to offer based on their needs. So we had 3 points. 3 was procrastination. That was number one. 2 was fear of client fulfillment, and 3 was not sure which service to offer. And here you have your list. Huh?
Mhm.
Here you have your list.
Yes, so that's the list that I put together based on the focus, and then that helped take away the procrastination as well, right? Because then I had a clear plan to follow.
So
And then once you just get just one client, then it takes you could check all those other fears off because it gets rid of them.
let's fix Arlene fear. Arlene says, I'm not good in client conversion. So actually, the way how you do it, Cynthia, is really simple. It's really simple. And I wish I had done it more. I'm kind of more the shortcut guy, but you kind of showed me the other way. So what Cynthia does, or maybe Cynthia can tell by silent, but what Cynthia does is she prepares the client, look up online how the website is, how Google My Business is, how the reviews are, how Google My Business is entered, all kind of things what are good and not good. In the client conversation, you show live what Google thinks about their business. Do they come up? Have they negative reviews? Is the website not mobile responsive? You just show what is going on online. You don't, you make nothing up. You just hold the mirror what's going on. Can you do that, Aline? Just tell them how they are performing online. Nothing else. You're just kind of standing in Google feed and show, and you are the translator of Google to the client. What Google thinks about that business. That is kind of how it is, correct? Cynthia, you can comment on that?
Yes. Yes. So I don't know if I think I'm sure some of you are, and I think Arlene, you were on the training when I went through the whole process, but like I start off by asking a whole bunch of different questions, and on that we had that 2-day boot camp, which is being turned into a training that Jeff's going to be coming out with also. But I went through everything, all the questions that I ask a potential client, what they want to be found out for, and then I go and I do research where I'm actually searching on Google. I'm searching online to see if I look up the company name or the business name, is it showing up? If they do, what do their reviews look like? If they're trying to sell certain products, then I'll be searching as if I was a potential client looking for their products. Do they show up? And I just keep all of those windows open so that and then I put together the plan following these steps, right? Which is a good website or good messaging for their website. Number 2 is making sure that they don't lose anything. That's part of the solid foundation with the website, making sure they don't leak any leads by using ConnectBoss and retargeting. And then making sure their reputation is worked on, and then getting their phone ringing right away. The cool part is you can be working on their reputation and still get their phone ringing, because they might not have enough clients to give reviews if they don't have the phone ringing. So, that's the cool part, is you can get things going, pretty quickly for them. But I basically show them, are their competitors showing up? Does Google even know they exist? Because they can see right then and there. I've got to tell you that 99% of the people that I've spoken with have no idea how they're showing up. And when they see the reality, then it comes from what the truth is. And I never have to deliver any bad news myself that I'm saying. I'm just showing it to them and giving them the proof, and I got to tell you, I recently had a meeting with a financial planner who even had a radio show or a TV show back in the 80s. And I was shocked at the information that I found, but I saw why her phone wasn't ringing. Is there were some filed documents from the from the U.S. government secretary of, the SEC, that they were doing some lawsuit against her. She had no idea that you could just see that there, So it was unfortunately bad news, but I didn't have to bear it myself, because I showed her, I said, well, here's some things, and here's, what I would recommend for you, because that's something that's not going to go away, but you got to fill it with good news now, good stuff, right? So anyways, that's the way I do it, so that you don't have to really worry about asking them for the sale, Arlene, because you come from a place of knowing and showing, and there's no need to convince them.
If there's one thing true, is Arlene is one of the knowledgeable from all of you guys. It's really true. Arlene always have the best answers. So, and Arlene corrects my stuff, corrects my website. She knows everything.
So just
So,
show them what their reality is out there, and then watch the training again, because it's, pretty simple. I go through even how I explain the plan that I put together, which follows this plan right here. Like in that training I had, exactly how I put together my little Word document that I turned into a PDF, very simple, and step one, step two, step three, and how I word it. And then everything you've shown them just backs up, and here's why they're going to do this, and here's why the next step should be this. And so even though they have a long way to go, you break it out step one, and here's your budget for month one. Let's get your strong foundation with your website, your good messaging, your retargeting pixel, and your Connect Boss going. Then step two is let's get your phone ringing right away. We can be working on your reputation at the same time, and then you can add on additional services. But once you start getting their phone ringing, now you also do want to make sure, though, when you are interviewing them, initially, you always want to find out for every, like say every 5 people they talk to, how many do they get as a client? Because you don't want to be doing all this work to get people calling them if they can't even convert the sale themselves, because then you're going to be in a bad position because they're going to blame it on you and not realize that the problem is with them. So that's also, you want to decide whether or not you're going to take them on as a client. That's a very important question to ask them.
yeah. Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome. Hopefully that answers
Yeah,
the
I
questions.
yeah, Arlene really loves it. And I'm happy with that too. So Wolfie guys want to take away the fear of fulfillment, knowing that you can fulfill, that the client is happy with you, that the client is happy to pay you month after month, and it's simple to learn. So, not sure if you have noticed it, but I'm doing another boot camp, and of course it includes client getting, but client getting is almost, I wouldn't say the easiest part. How do you say that? Cynthia and me have something in common. We can get clients every day if we want. Why? Because we are confident. We know that we can help them. We know digital marketing. We know how to show them online because we know Google Ads. That's really true. I feel I'm in control, and I became so good in Google Ads that I'm confident to be 99% out there. I really do. I'm really confident that I can create good ads, that I'm very good in local marketing. So I know for roof, for plumber, all those local niches. I'm really good in negative keywords. I'm really good in landing pages. And all that knowledge, I will put in a 3-day boot camp. So you can get rid of your fear. So you can get rid of procrastination because you're motivated, you're confident, you're energetic. So you are, if you next time when you meet a business owner or when you speak with a business owner or when you go to a restaurant or whatever, you go on vacation, huh? And you feel, now that is really true with me and probably with Cynthia too. If somebody doesn't choose us, and I think Cynthia has the same feeling, it is their mistake. They are stupid if they don't hire us. That's what I feel. I think Cynthia feels the same. Do you feel that too, Cynthia? So if somebody doesn't take up your service, it's a mistake on their part.
Yes, I do. And so, like I start off before I even present the plan, I always say, this is my gift to you, this plan. And whether you decide to work with me or not, if you decide not to work with me, that's okay. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I do have a lot of clients and I know what I'm doing and it does work, but it's up to you. And I seriously, when I go through the plan, I never even have to ask them, for the sale. And so, like sometimes, I had a guy in my networking group not decide to work with me and decided to put ads in a magazine, and I just know like the commitment that he's making, and I feel sorry for him because I've I've helped out a lot of other people in our networking group that have gotten majorly screwed by that magazine and are in major debt with no results. And what can you do? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? So with your boot camp, one of the things that I thought was really important for you to mention, Jack, is you are going to be focusing on Google Ads a lot because that gets the phone ringing right away. And so I just want to make sure you don't forget to mention that to everybody because that
So
is,
you
that will
get
be really important.
results within a month, and typically you get paid per month. And if you have results within a month, they're not going to cancel. So that is the kind of I love a lot of Google Ads, but that is also so Google My Business, they might cancel in 2 months or so because they haven't really seen results. It takes 3 months sometimes. With Google Ads, you can just dominate. You can dominate the homepage. And yeah, I can explain a little bit how it all works. So
Real quickly, there was a question, Jack, on if they need to be certified for Google Ads, and the answer is no. I never got certified.
you have
So even though I took your certification class, I never bothered to get certified with Google
yeah,
because I'm too busy just
now
doing the work for my clients.
but but how do you say this? You need a confidence that you can fulfill the service. When you are certified, you kind of feel I'm qualified now. So it's more for you. Does that make sense? So you need some basics. You kind of say I'm going to offer Google Ads and I don't know what to do. This kind of thing, huh?
So
So
it could be an extra, like if you feel like you need that, you definitely could do it. And then the nice thing, Jack, is in your training, you basically will show them also how, like
I
the types of
included
questions that they're
I
going to
included the
be hit with.
certification. Yeah.
The whole process, which I just got into it and I never even bothered to get certified, honestly. But that's just me. But the cool part is if you're new and maybe you don't have clients, it would be a good certification to have that you can advertise, and it also helps give confidence. So I definitely agree with Jack on that.
Okay. Real quick. Here you got a tip. So you have keyword ads website. Okay. Google wants that they click on your ad. How often they click on your ad, how more Google is going to like you. But you do not want to show the ad if that keyword is not interested in your service. So the whole idea is that you only show the ad for good keywords. And I'm going to train you to create outstanding ads, keywords which are buyer keywords, and add a ton of negative keywords so your ad will not show if they are not serious to use your product or service. That is kind of the whole idea. Now, it used to be time consuming. If you are my training, I always say I take 3 to 7 days to set up a campaign. Remember? Some of you guys remember that. I will show you in the training how you can do it in an hour. I will show you how you can do it in an hour. You don't really need to be smart anymore, okay? You just have to follow steps. I will teach you those steps, and I 100% convinced you said, aha. Even if in the email I said, even if you type with 2 fingers, you can do this. Okay? I use ChatGPT, and I use spreadsheets. I use bidding based on the keyword. I use all kind of things. You copy and paste those things, and you had done with your Google Ads collection. So that's kind of day one. So I kind of wanted to make it simple. Day one, you prepare your campaign, you get the keywords, the negative keywords, and the ads. Day two, you enter in Google, and day three, you going to check how your campaign is running. You're going to see if you got a lot of prices, lower prices, high click rate, low click rate. So kind of how things running. That is kind of the part what Cynthia saying is, I needed a little bit more information about this part. So they are a week apart. Every Monday we come together and you learn about Google Ad extension. Good, yeah, you learn all kind of things. You go Monday we create campaign. The next Monday you can digest it for a week. It's get uploaded to the webinar. It doesn't matter our membership site. If it doesn't matter if you attend live or not, you can look at the split testing. Of course, split testing. Split testing is kind of the optimized thing. And then you launch campaign, you get familiar with Google interface, and then we go to check it out. We do it for regular ads, we do it for call only ads, we do ad extension. And can even teach you how to link it with Google My Business page. So your ad is showing. Sometimes you see those ads here. Okay, I don't know if I can show it you. Sometimes it does not show. Sometimes, oh here, you're going to learn how to show your ad here. Everybody clicking here. Everybody, no, not everybody. Many people clicking here. And now this is a Google ad. So you're going to learn if your Google business ranking sucks, you can still show on the top. Is that not great? If your Google business listings suck, you can still show on the top because you pay for it, and those clicks are much cheaper than those clicks. Actually, those are on the top of whatever they are much more expensive than this one. Yeah. So you're going to learn it too. And I listen to you. If you have a specific question, a specific client. So if you have an issue with your current client, I'm happy to take those questions and dig into it. Then I saw a couple of you. If you have problems with the client and an account or case, I'm happy to look into it. So you get a free consultation. Good. So the training starts coming Monday. I'm really working hard to make it all copy and paste. There's a 3-day boot camp. Every Monday you get a training. There's a video. Day 1, day 2, day 3. You get a membership site. There's all reviews. You will learn how to create high converting ads. And you get the bonuses. Any questions about it? Can you click on some ads of those ads? I am curious if they are running the ad to the website or landing page. Those goes to the Google My Business listing. This goes to the Google My Business listing. Many call from this listing. I never got an email to sign up. Okay, I don't know. Here's the link. Does anybody need the link?
I think you should put the link in the
Okay.
in there.
You guys have the link now? Who has not the link? So, in generally, if you need something to check out, you go to Jack Hopman, and then you find the link. And I put, no, it's not every week, but I put a nice banner, so you cannot miss it.
Now, I think somebody also, Jack had mentioned that they took over managing some Google Ads for some clients that are still struggling. So maybe they can connect with you and maybe do like you can help show the optimization through them,
Correct.
maybe.
So when you have an existing campaign, you create a campaign, you launch campaign, but don't see the results. I'm happy to go over your campaign and do the optimization with you. So on the bottom of the, okay, I'm on the wrong sales page. On the bottom of the page, you have 3 payment plan and 1 payment. If you pay 1, you save $50. Pay-per-call is still working. Yes. Actually, mobile is just a thing. Mobile, if you get a call, if you get a click on mobile, then 50% chance they will call and use the product or service. Mobile is hot. Mobile is a thing. Yeah, mobile is really hot. Yeah, think about yourself. How many hours are you on the desktop and how many hours are you on the mobile? Everyone's on the mobile nowadays. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, of course, we use desktop for training and for work. But if you need a plumber, no chances that you probably go on the mobile and type in plumber on your mobile. But are the exception to do the rule, and we are the exception. Yeah, because you can if you're digital marketers, but most people are just have the phone in the hand. Actually, they sleep with the phone, they wake up with the phone, they go to bed with the phone, they have the phone just outside the shower, huh? Because the first time when they go out the shower, they check the phone because, oh my God, maybe they missed a text message. And do you use? Brian, I will sign up soon. On a completely separate note, have you considered creating a course or app for creating business citations? Yes, actually, yes. Yeah, it's another thing, but short answer is yes. Fine. Short answer is yes. I'm not going to in detail. How do you make the customer pay month on month? Oh, Rapify Pay. Okay, I will provide a solution for that. For all the people who sign up, I will provide a solution to get paid. I will put that as a bonus. Okay, you get a payment solution. Thank you. I can add that as a
Jack, can I ask you about Rapify Pay? Does it actually allow you to charge credit cards through that, or do they do they hook up their payment gateway through Rapify charge?
they link it to what is the name again?
Is it like Stripe? Was it Stripe
Stripe.
or
Link
PayPal?
to Stripe. Yeah,
Stripe.
and
Okay, so they
also
would need to
Stripe.
set up so they need to set up an account with Stripe so that they
Yes.
can link it in. Okay,
So
so just
you make an account with Stripe and you link it in, and Rapify Pay is the interface. It's very easy. You can set up one-time payment, monthly payment, send invoices. Okay, I will add that as a bonus. How is this bootcamp different from the Google Ads certification course? The Google Ads certification course was really to prepare your knowledge to become certified. This is different. This is how to get your clients happy. This is to get high converting ads. This is how to get the best keywords. This is how to find the best negative keywords. And to be honest, ChatGPT changed everything. ChatGPT changed my whole business. So what I used to do in 3 to 7 days, I do in 3 hours. In 3 hours, you will learn how to create an incredible good Google Ads campaign. I promise. When you can copy and paste and change one word in that prompt, you are the man. And I will teach you about the ads. I will teach you about the keywords. I will teach you about the negative keywords. And I will teach you about the bidding. I will teach you about the side links.
Jack does, and then Google has, don't they have a retargeting pixel? Because I know
Yeah.
I'm using, so, because I know that's something that Arlene was hoping would be included in that, in the
Correct.
training.
So
So
you
if you
kind
could
of
make sure you add that in there, please.
yeah. Yeah. So artificial intelligence made Google Ads simple. If you follow me on Facebook and some other training, I try to guide it in a little bit because maybe you are not at that level yet, but at some point you will. Okay, here's a strong statement. You might not like it, okay? Okay, successful, okay? You are much more likely to become successful if you going to master AI. Now, I put ChatGPT because I love it, but probably it's another one too coming soon. If you know how to use those new tools, I, you heard me saying, correct? I said, Jack, I only do a few things. I use FileZilla. I use what is the name? Snagger. I use Camtasia. I use Skype. I use Outlook. Maybe I use 5 or 6 programs. That's everything what I use. You only need a few, and one of them is ChatGPT. Okay? Yeah, it's the new thing. It's the new thing. So if you learn how to use ChatGPT for your digital marketing, then your life becomes much easier. Much easier. 10 times easier. 10 times easier. Yeah. Because Arlene, I don't know if Arlene wants to speak or Cynthia can read it, but what Arlene is going to respond. Arlene, lately I create video scripts. I always create video scripts, but I create video scripts lately with ChatGPT. What do you think about the latest video scripts that I create? So Arlene, I'm not sure if you can type or you want to say something. Huh? So
She said they're great. I barely have anything to correct.
yeah, and Arlene is really critical. There's a reason why I love Arlene for multiple reasons, but she's really good in proofreading. And she is blunt. She just say what it is. I love that. So so I really use Arlene a lot for proofreading. But since I have ChatGPT, she needs to do less work for correcting because ChatGPT is much better than myself. So I use it every day, every day, and you will learn too. And I'm going to teach you how to learn it. and that you say all that fear of client fulfillment. I don't know which keywords to use. I don't know how to create the ads. I don't know the negative keywords. I don't know the side links. All that fear gets solved. I promise you, in the 3-day bootcamp, you have no fear about Google Ads anymore. That's my promise. And I will add bonuses. Every time when you ask me something what is not included, I will add. Good. So any questions before we end the call? What is a realistic budget for getting phone ring for life insurance, Mitch, in the first month? Mike, how many phone calls do you want to have for life insurance? How many? Just answer now quickly. How many phone calls do you want to have for life insurance? 1, 10, 10. Okay. How much is a call worth to you? How much, do you earn $100? Do you earn $500? Do you earn $1,000? One call. How much do you earn for life insurance? How much do you earn per life insurance? Just give me a number to work with. Client earns $300. Client earns $300 plus. So let's say client earns $300 plus. Let's say you, if the client earns $300, the head is $150. So if you can provide call $150, it's 10 times 150. It's $1,500, correct? So you have $1,500 to play with for 10 calls. About. I say about. Huh? So you kind of get the math. I'm not saying that you have to spend $1,500. I say if you want 10 calls and you earn $300, that is a reasonable budget. Maybe get more calls than that, maybe less. Okay, we have to start somewhere. But if you feel not comfortable with $1,500, then start with $500, $1,000. I don't care. But that is kind of how you do the math.
And then also take into consideration what their closing ratio is. Like for every 10 calls they get, how many do they close?
Yeah.
And then you also want to look at what the actual cost for the bid's going to be, because what you might need to do is, depending on what their budget is, you might be creative with the types of keywords that you use.
Correct. And that's what you're going to learn.
Yes. With Jack's training will teach you that.
Yeah. Good. Any other question before we end today's training? If I did not answer your question, you just send me an email to support@jackhopman.com. And I want to thank, Google Doc. Everybody wants a Google Doc? Who wants a Google Doc? Anyone with link? Copy link. Okay.
Can I ask an unrelated question? I noticed that there was a Julian asking questions. Is that the Julian that I met in Vegas? The name stands out for me because it's very unique and a name I like. So
this get personal.
sorry. That Julian was interested in the boot camp. Jack,
okay.
He's one of the people. If this is the Julian that I met, he was one of the people that I promised to get the link over to that I didn't get the link over to yet.
The boot camp start this Monday, coming Monday.
Oh, I'm talking about the other boot camp, the how to get clients and how to do the research and how to interview, that one that you and I did.
Yeah, somebody asked a question when the boot camp started. Good. Thanks, everybody. If I didn't ask, okay, I will put the support@jackhopman.com. Anything else? .com. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining the training. Thanks Cynthia for coming online. I love to see you all in the bootcamp. My promise is that I will do my best to make it as easy as possible, that you don't have fear anymore to offer the service, that you know how to get the best keywords, how to create the best ads, to get the negative keywords. The bidding is also important, the site links, and just copy and paste it in Google. It is not hard. Thank you so much, and see you coming Monday on the training live. Thank you. Thanks, Cynthia.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone.